new social media post from Father James Altman may imply that Rome is about to make a judgment on his particular case. Take a look at what he says. Dear family, I'm about to release a tell-all description of how vipers and miters have railroaded my appeal, including, and I have this recorded and can't wait to release the video and transcript, blatantly denying me access to the case files sent to Rome. They literally asserted that they don't have to show me the case file that they filed against me. That is equivalent to a defendant not being shown the evidence against him in a criminal or civil trial. It's an outrage against any semblance of fairness. Further, Rome literally manipulated the dates I filed 3 appeals and changed the rules of trial procedure to assert that I did not file an appeal in a timely manner. I can't wait to show you this latest stunt they pulled. As a lawyer, I say to you, the corruption goes to the very top, but then Catholics who actually know the deposit of faith already knew this. Now, a couple points here. He says that he filed 3 appeals, but he alleges that Rome changed the rules of trial and procedure to assert that he did not file an appeal in a timely manner. This would seem to suggest that there are no more alternatives, that there are no further appeal options for him, that he did not appeal in time according to Rome, and therefore a judgment from Rome is coming very soon. And it appears that he knows that it is going to be a negative judgment against him. Several years ago, Altman's bishop suspended him and removed him as pastor. Since then, he has not been able to publicly exercise any kind of ministry in the church. However, Altman has continued to celebrate Mass publicly, despite his bishop telling him he may not do so. The Vicar General for the Diocese of La Crosse has also confirmed that Altman is not to present himself as a priest. Yet for years, Altman continues to present himself as a priest. He also posts on his social media that Pope Francis is not the Pope. In fact, Altman has been very vocal for years that there currently is no Pope. So I suspect that the judgment that Rome is going to issue against him is going to be negative. After all, it would be incredibly unlikely that Rome would allow a priest to continue to exercise ministry in the Catholic Church if that priest himself does not and explicitly rejects the authority of Pope Francis as the Pope. I'm not exactly sure why Altman is even appealing, given how vocal he is that Francis is not the Pope. Does he honestly think that the Vatican is somehow going to rule in his favor and allow him to return to ministry and be a pastor again? It seems incredibly unlikely. But reading between the lines and looking at the tone of this tweet, and also considering that he's going to be giving a tell-all, as he calls it, it seems to me that Altman already knows the writing is on the wall, and seems to know that Rome is going to issue a negative judgment against him. They very well may excommunicate him and laicize him, meaning he would no longer be able to present himself publicly as a priest. But only time will tell. It may be some time before Rome comes out and issues a public judgment. Now, this situation is an ongoing story, so as it continues to develop, I will keep you all updated. But if you want to stay up to date, you need to make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when I go live in the future. We'll see you later. Has someone ever come to you and spoken about contradictions in the Catholic Church's magisterium? I'm really excited to tell you that I'm going to be exploring magisterial difficulties and various ways in which people have attempted to harmonize tensions that can be found in the magisterium, in the teachings of the Catholic Church. We're going to explore these tensions in quite a few areas: slavery, the death penalty, religious liberty, and many other topics. I'm going to do this in 2 lectures that you can attend with me live on video, and you can ask me questions at the end. There will be 2 lectures, 50 minutes each with a 15-minute break in between, and 30 minutes for Q&A at the end where you can ask me any question about the topic that you would like. If you would like to attend, it's going to be on April 26th at 12 p.m. Central, and you can join me live via video. You'll also be able to come back and watch the video at a later time because it will be posted as a course. So if you miss it live, you can still see the video later on. I hope you get a chance to check it out. Magisterial difficulties, exploring the tensions and the documents of the church. And right now there's an early bird discount going on, so be sure to check it out. I got a link to it in the show description, or visit rtcourses.com for more information. I hope to see you there. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you want to support the channel, visit patreon.com/Reason and Theology.